As this is a developing story, we do understand that the Israeli military, it has confirmed this, carried out a number of airstrikes on a densely populated suburb in southern Beirut. Still very unclear as to who the target was, but according to Lebanese media, this was a senior Hezbollah commander. Now, this did happen in what is known as a Hezbollah stronghold. Pictures are circulating on social media showing real chaos on the ground, people running around, lots and lots of destruction, smoke rising up into the sky, really seen from a fair distance away. So this, of course, is extremely worrying. Yet another major escalation, potentially taking this conflict to a new level. Now, the military has come out to say that in the wake of this targeted strike, there are no changes to guidelines for civilians, but will provide more details soon. So once again, this escalation does continue. Yet another strike on a suburb in Beirut. The last time we saw this was when Fuad Shakur was assassinated. He was the head of Hezbollah's military side. He was assassinated a few months ago, and that really caused tensions to rise in this area. And then it was only the day after that that Ismail Haniyeh was killed in Tehran. So very, very worrying.
Sarah, this comes as reports are swirling that the deadly pager explosions targeting Hezbollah have been planned for 15 years. So what can you tell us about that?
This is according to a U.S. source, an intelligence source speaking to American media. The source claims that Israel was involved through layers of Mossad officers using shell companies as a front for a legitimate business. Now, we do know that a few grams of explosives were planted, well, this is according to the source, inside these pages, and they were detonated remotely. So certainly, you know, many claims coming out about how these pages, how these walkie-talkies went off, injuring thousands of people, killing dozens of others. And so this is one of the theories. Still unclear who was behind it. Israel hasn't commented. It's not Israel's policy to comment on matters like this, but it certainly appears to be something along the lines of a Mossad operation. But I do also need to mention that over the last hour, rocket sirens have been ringing out in Israel's north. Hezbollah firing 150 rockets into northern Israel, another major escalation with people in these largely evacuated northern communities being told once again to stay very, very close to shelter, to limit gatherings, to stay off main roads. So really, this is a region that appears to be descending into utter chaos.
International correspondent Sarah Coates live in Tel Aviv. Thank you, Sarah.